Konnichiwa. Hello, my name is Chris, JLPT tutor. In this section, I'll cover the basic grammar of the JLPT N5 in order to help you get started learning it. Today, we'll start lesson number 1. The lesson we will learn today is about the most basic grammar, or you can say it's simply on an elementary level. But don't take it for granted, as I've seen many students making stupid mistakes. Before moving toward our first lesson, make sure to download the PDF file in the download section. So are you guys ready? Let's get into it. Particle wa. Particle wa indicates a topic or something you want to talk about. N1 wa, N2 des. N1 is N2, where N1 and N2 are nouns about whom we are talking. Hiragana, ha, we pronounce as wa when we use for particle. Des means to be, and it's a polite linking verb added at the end of the sentence to show politeness or respect towards the person we met for the first time or someone who is elderly and respectable. So make sure to use des at the end of every sentence. Let's take an example. I am Japanese.
私は日本人です。私は日本人です。
Wa in the sentence is showing that the topic is me. It's something about me, like I am Japanese is all about me. Watashi means I, and wa indicates the topic. Let's learn some other similar examples. I am a teacher.
私は先生です。私は先生です。
I am a student.
私は学生です。私は学生です。
You can make similar sentences by using the same technique on your own. Try making some right away. I'm a singer.
私は歌手です。私は歌手です。
I am Anne.
私はアンです。私はアンです。
I'm an interpreter.
私は通訳です。私は通訳です。
Now, let's learn about the negatives of des. ではありません, which can also be used as じゃありません in a casual way. Sentence structure. N1 wa, N2 ではありません. ではありません means not to be something. N1 is not N2. Particle wa is indicating the topic. For example, I am not an engineer. Let's have a look at the example of a negative sentence. I am not Japanese.
私は日本人ではありません。私は日本人ではありません。
I am not a teacher.
私は先生ではありません。私は先生ではありません。
Try making similar sentences on your own and practice more and more. That place is not the toilet.
そこはトイレではありません。そこはトイレではありません。
I am not American.
私はアメリカ人ではありません。私はアメリカ人ではありません。
Next month is not February.
来月は2月ではありません。来月は2月ではありません。
Particle ka. Particle ka is used to express doubt or uncertainty. Placing it at the end of the sentence will convert it into doubt or a question. N1 wa, N2 desu ka. Is N1 N2? When you want to ask a question, simply put the particle ka at the end of the sentence. Let's look at some examples. Are you an engineer?
あなたはエンジニアですか？あなたはエンジニアですか？
Is Tom a teacher?
トムは先生ですか？トムは先生ですか？
Is he Japanese?
彼は日本人ですか？彼は日本人ですか？
Try making similar sentences on your own and practice more and more. Are you an American?
アメリカ人ですか？アメリカ人ですか？
Are you an office worker?
あなたは会社員ですか？あなたは会社員ですか？
Just remember to put particle ka at the end of the sentence to make it a question. Formation of past tense in Japanese. Deshita is the past tense form of des. To make the past tense out of the present, simply put deshita at the end of the present tense. N1 wa, N2 deshita. N1 was/were N2. Des is the present tense. Deshita is the past tense. Let's understand this concept by taking an example. Here, in present form, I am a student is.
私は学生です。
Where in the past form, I was a student will be.
私は学生でした。
Simply replace des with deshita to make it a past sentence. Similarly, I was a teacher will be.
私は先生でした。
Try and make some more sentences like this. Last month was May.
先月は5月でした。先月は5月でした。
Mr. Yamada was a doctor.
山田さんは医者でした。山田さんは医者でした。
Formation of a negative sentence in the past. To make a negative sentence in the past, just add deshita at the end of a present negative sentence. Sentence structure: N1 wa, N2 dewa arimasen deshita. You can replace deshita with dewa arimasen deshita to make the past tense negative. Let's try to learn from some examples. I was not a student.
私は学生ではありませんでした。私は学生ではありませんでした。
Mr. Yamada was not a doctor.
山田さんは医者ではありませんでした。山田さんは医者ではありませんでした。
He was not a teacher.
彼は先生ではありませんでした。彼は先生ではありませんでした。
Before moving ahead, let me congratulate you on coming this far with me and almost completing your first lesson. Congratulations! You are on your way to becoming a good Japanese speaker. Now, let's move on to our next particle. Particle mo. The particle mo indicates an object that appears in addition to another thing that has been introduced earlier. It corresponds to also, as well, and to in English. In simple words, we can say that mo is used to apply a previous statement to an additional item. For example, I am a doctor. My friend is also a doctor. Take a look at the sentence structure in Japanese. N1 wa, N3 des, N2 mo, N3 des. Sentence 1, N1 is N3. Sentence 2, N2 is also N3. Let's make it simple by an example. I am Chinese.
私は中国人です。私は中国人です。
My friend is also Chinese.
私の友達も中国人です。私の友達も中国人です。
It means where N1 is N3, N2 is also N3, and particle mo will always appear in the second sentence. Everyone came to the theater. Our teacher came too.
映画館にみんなが来ました。先生も来ました。映画館にみんなが来ました。先生も来ました。
I can speak English as well as Japanese.
私は日本語も英語も話せます。私は日本語も英語も話せます。
With this, we are about to start our last lesson for today's lecture, which is about particle no. Particle no. We primarily use no to indicate possession and link nouns into a hierarchy. For example, in English we say Bill's cat. Both Bill and cat are nouns, and we use apostrophes to connect them. Similarly, in Japanese, we use no to connect two nouns. Let's have a look at the examples. Your name.
あなたの名前。あなたの名前。
My friend.
私の友達。私の友達。
My teacher.
私の先生。私の先生。
Just remember that particle no shows the relation of one noun to another. With this, we must end our lesson here, with the hope that you have got everything clear in your mind. Just make sure to check out the homework section before leaving. Also, be sure to score 100% in the assessment. See you in the next lesson. How to question somebody in Japanese. How to tell your Japanese friends about your current location. It's very simple. Just watch the video. Hello everyone, and welcome back to JLPT N5 Grammar Section. This video is Lesson 2. We're learning basic Japanese grammar. This lesson is a bit more advanced than the last, but you'll be able to understand and use these concepts like a pro. After watching Lessons 1 and 2, you will understand particles. So check out lesson number 1 if you are unsure or missed it. Let's get started with lesson number 2. Before that, download the PDF file in the download section. I know you are really serious about learning Japanese in such an easy way. 1. Arimasu and imasu. Arimasu and imasu both are verbs used in the Japanese language. The primary intent of using these verbs is to show the existence of something. For example, there is a book, or there is a doctor. But what's the difference between both? Arimasu is used for non-living things, or things that can't move by themselves. For example, school, house, or car. Remember, plants are living things, but also can't move independently, so we will count them in the non-animated category. Meanwhile, imasu is used for things that are likely to move on their own, such as human beings, animals, and birds, etc. Sentence structure. En ga arimasu. En ga imasu. Where en is the subject or the thing, ga illustrates that there is a subject in the sentence. Let's take an example. There is a cat.
猫がいます。猫がいます。
There is a pencil.
鉛筆があります。鉛筆があります。
We have used imas with the cat and arimas with the pencil. Let me give you more examples. There is a movie theater.
映画館があります。映画館があります。
There's a book here.
ここに本があります。ここに本があります。
Is there a station nearby?
近くに駅がありますか？近くに駅がありますか？
Tom is here.
トムがいます。トムがいます。
There is a teacher.
先生がいます。先生がいます。
There is a foreigner.
外国人がいます。外国人がいます。
Now try making these sentences on your own. There is Mr. Yamada. There is a car. There is a bottle. There is a cow. 2. Particle ni. We've just learned how to show the existence of something using arimas and imas, right? What if we know exactly where that thing is located? How will we speak it in Japanese? We will use particle ni in the sentence. Ni is used to indicate the location of something. For example, the cat is in the room. In this sentence, the room is the cat's location, and we will use ni to indicate that. Sentence structure: P, ni, N, ga arimasu for non-moving objects. P, ni, N, ga imasu for moving objects, where P indicates the place and ni is to show the location. N is a noun, of course. Let's try to create an example sentence. There is a cat in the room.
部屋に猫がいます。部屋に猫がいます。
There is a boy in the office.
オフィスに男の子がいます。オフィスに男の子がいます。
There is a book in the bookstore.
書店に本があります。書店に本があります。
Let me give you more examples. My daughter is in the United States.
私の娘はアメリカにいます。私の娘はアメリカにいます。
Yamada-san is in the meeting room.
山田さんは会議室にいます。山田さんは会議室にいます。
My brother is now in Australia.
兄は今、オーストラリアにいます。兄は今、オーストラリアにいます。
3. Kara, made. Let's learn about kara and made and how to use them appropriately in the sentence. Kara means from. Made means to or up until. Kara and made are used where you need to tell the exact duration of time in a sentence. Also, these words are used in various other situations like space, distance, locations, or quantities. But for now, we will only talk about time and distance. Let's start with learning about time. Sentence structure. En kara, en made. From n to n, where n represents the time. Have a look at these examples. She watches television from 4 to 6.
彼女は 4時から6時までテレビを見ます。彼女は4時から6時までテレビを見ます。
He works from 9 to 5:30.
彼は9時から5時半まで働きます。彼は9時から5時半まで働きます。
Next, let's talk about distance. We use the same structure, but now N represents location, not time. Let's try to create example sentences. It is not far from my house to the station.
私の家から駅までそう遠くないです。私の家から駅までそう遠くないです。
I drive from home to school.
私は家から学校まで車で行きます。私は家から学校まで車で行きます。
4. Itsu. Have you ever heard about question words in Japanese? What do we use to ask questions like when is your first class? Or where are you going? When, what, why, where, and how are used to question somebody in English, right? What's used in Japanese? Let's learn. The first question word is when, and we use itsu for when in Japanese. So, if you're asking somebody about time, like when is your anniversary, just say itsu desu ka? Let's have some examples. When is the meeting?
会議はいつですか？会議はいつですか？
When is your birthday?
あなたの誕生日はいつですか？あなたの誕生日はいつですか？
When is the departure date?
出発はいつですか？出発はいつですか？
When will you go?
いつ行きますか？いつ行きますか？
Try making these sentences in Japanese in your notebook. When is your first class? When will you be back? When are you coming to Japan? When will you come home? You have finished with your lesson number 2. That's the spirit. Give yourself a pat on the back as you can start understanding a bit of Japanese now. With this, we must wrap up our video. I hope I made it really simple for you to understand these basic concepts. Still, if you have any doubts or queries, please write them down in the comments section. Don't forget to review by yourself and watch lesson number 1 in case you haven't done this yet. Do your homework and share it with me. See you in the next lesson. How to invite someone in Japanese? How will you grant permission to do something in Japanese? Find it difficult? Be with me and I'll show you how. Hey guys, welcome to lesson number 3 of Basic Japanese Grammar. In this lesson, we're going to talk about some more advanced rules of grammar, or you can say some high-level grammar rather than lessons 1 and 2. We will see how to grant permissions, invite someone in Japanese, and allow someone to do something. But before that, make sure to check out lessons number 1 and 2 so that you can understand lesson number 3 more easily. So, let's get started. But wait, before we get started, don't forget to download the PDF file in the download section. Subscribe to the channel and like the video so that I know how serious you are about learning Japanese. Let's get started, guys. 1. How to invite someone in Japanese to do something with you. In English, we often ask other people like, would you like to go to the park with me? Or would you like to come to my place? How to say such sentences in Japanese? Well, all of these sentences have 2 things in common. 1, would you like to? 2, with me. So in Japanese, we will use 1. V masenka for would you like to, where V is the verb. 2. Ishoni for with me. Let's try to create example sentences. 1. Would you like to go to the library with me?
私と一緒に図書館に行きませんか？私と一緒に図書館に行きませんか？
Would you like to drink some coffee?
コーヒーを飲みませんか？コーヒーを飲みませんか？
Let's practice more. Would you like to play tennis with me?
一緒にテニスをしませんか？一緒にテニスをしませんか？
Would you like to have lunch with me?
一緒に昼ご飯を食べませんか？一緒に昼ご飯を食べませんか？
Would you like to go to a movie?
映画を見に行きませんか？映画を見に行きませんか？
If you want to invite someone to do something with you, you can say V masenka. How to say let's do this in Japanese. We often say let's do it, let's go to the park, let's have some breakfast. We are inviting someone, and we know that they will answer yes. It means inviting someone and expecting that the answer will be yes. But how to invite like this in Japanese? Means let's do this. Let's go to Osaka Castle.
大阪城に行きましょう。大阪城に行きましょ
Let's go to school together tomorrow.
う。明日一緒に学校に行きましょう。明日一緒に学校に行きましょ
Let's practice more. Let's play soccer.
う。サッカーをしましょう。サッカーをしましょ
Let's meet on Monday.
う。月曜日に会いましょう。月曜日に会いましょ
It is even easier and more straightforward than masenka. Just be careful while using it in the sentence. How to grant permissions in Japanese. What if somebody is asking you about something and you want to grant them permission? For example, somebody is asking, "Can I drink that coffee?" And you have to say, "You can drink coffee." How to say this in Japanese? Meaning, yes, you can do that. Now, let's have a look at some examples. You can drink coffee.
う。コーヒーを飲んでもいいです。コーヒーを飲んでもいいです。この魚は生で食べてもいいです。この魚は生で食べてもいいです。
Now, if you want to ask for permission, suppose you want to take your mom's permission for doing something, what would you say in Japanese? Remember the particle ka? You can put ka at the end of the sentence to create a question. Let's take examples. Are we allowed to park here?
ここに車を止めてもいいですか？ここに車を止めてもいいですか？
Can I open the window?
窓を開けていいですか？窓を開けていいですか？
Is smoking allowed here?
タバコを吸ってもいいですか？タバコを吸ってもいいですか？
Let's do one more. Can I take photos here?
ここで写真を撮ってもいいですか？ここで写真を撮ってもいいですか？
All right. Now you can easily ask and give permission in Japanese. By the way, don't forget to check out the homework section to practice more sentences like this. How to forbid in Japanese. Something is not allowed. If you want to say that this is not allowed by the rule, you can use vi wa ikemasen. It means that you must not do this. Let's look at some examples. Parking is not allowed here.
ここに車を止めてはいけません。ここに車を止めてはいけません。
Children cannot drink beer.
子供はビールを飲んではいけません。子供はビールを飲んではいけません。
Let's practice more. You may not leave trash here.
あそこにゴミを捨ててはいけません。あそこにゴミを捨ててはいけません。
Smoking is not allowed here.
ここでタバコを吸ってはいけません。ここでタバコを吸ってはいけません。
How to express something that is currently being worked on in Japanese. In English, we mostly hear about the present continuous tense. It means that something is happening at the moment, or something is being worked on. But how to say such sentences in Japanese? It shows that something is currently being worked on. Now, let's clear your minds with some examples. I am waiting for you outside.
私は外で待っています。私は外で待っています。
I am studying Japanese.
私は日本語を勉強しています。私は日本語を勉強しています。
My older brother is sleeping now.
今、兄が寝ています。今、兄が寝ています。
Congratulations! You have successfully completed your third lesson, and I am pretty sure that I made it as easy as I could, so that you can start speaking basic Japanese right away. Now, let's call our video off. Do check out how to change V form in the download section, and don't forget to check out the homework section. Watch lessons number 1 and 2 if you haven't seen them yet. Subscribe to this channel and like the video if you think you can easily learn Japanese now. See you in the next lesson. Look how pretty that hill station is. It's that simple to praise something in English. But how do you do it in Japanese? Let's learn. Welcome to lesson number 4 of Japanese grammar. Today in this video, we're going to talk about adjectives in Japanese. What are different types of Japanese adjectives and how to use them accurately? How to praise something. How to answer if somebody has asked you about your opinion on a certain thing. How to make negative and past tenses using adjectives. So before heading towards adjectives and their usage, make sure to watch the previous lessons to better understand what we are talking about in lesson number 4. Let's get started with lesson number 4. But before that, subscribe to the channel and like the video to learn Japanese in the easiest and cool way. Adjectives can directly enhance or describe a noun or verb. For example, the building is too tall, and today's work is so lengthy. If we talk about adjectives in Japanese, then we come to know that there are 2 types of adjectives in Japanese. I adjective, na adjective. Let's talk about I adjectives first. All I adjectives end in the hiragana character I. For example, delicious,
おいしい、
cheap,
安い、
high.
高い、
If you want to use e adjectives to describe a noun, you can say hot coffee,
熱いコーヒ
good person.
ー、いい人。
You can easily describe a noun by placing the adjective directly in front of the noun. Next, here are some basic tips to help you master Japanese adjective conjugation. Negative. To make the e adjective negative form, drop the e and add kunai to the stem. Not delicious.
美味しくない。
In order to turn the e adjective past tense form, drop the e and add kata to the stem. It was delicious.
美味しかった。
Past negative. To make e adjective negative past tense form, drop e and add kunakata to the stem. It was not delicious.
美味しくなかった。
Na adjectives. Na adjectives end with pretty much anything except for e. For example, quiet,
静か、
lively, healthy.
元気、
If you want to use na adjective to describe nouns, you first need to add na before you can attach the adjective to the noun. Lively, a healthy person.
元気な人、
Next, let's take a look for na adjective conjugation. Present tense. It is very easy. There is the same concept as a noun. You can put des at the end of the sentence. Negative. In order to turn negative form, change des to dewanai. Not quiet. Past positive. To make a past tense form, change des to deshita. Past negative. To make the negative past tense form, change des to dewanakata. Use adjectives in sentences with wa. In lesson number 1, we studied how wa represents a topic in the sentence. Now we will learn how to use adjectives in such sentences. In the first lesson, we learned how to create basic sentences. N1, wa, N2, des. Now we will learn a new structure. Sentence structure, N1, wa, adjective, des. It means N1 is the noun that we are talking about, and N2 is replaced by an adjective. It is used to indicate a topic with quality, and we are talking about the topic. Let's have an example. This building is very old.
建物はとても古いです。建物はとても古いです。
It's hot today.
今日は暑いです。今日は暑いです。
Pork is cheap.
豚肉は安いです。豚肉は安いです。
Let's have an example of the adjective na. This town is very lovely.
この町はとても賑やかです。この町はとても賑やかです。
The library is quiet.
図書館は静かです。図書館は静かです。
How to give an opinion when somebody asks for it. Moving forward, let's learn how to give your opinion on things you are watching for the first time, and somebody is asking you how you like it or how it is. When you will answer such questions, most probably the answer will have an adjective in it. For example, question, how is this garden?
この庭はどうですか？この庭はどうですか？
You can respond, the garden is very beautiful.
庭は とても美しいです。庭はとても美しいです。
Let's do one more if your friend asks about your job. How is your job?
仕事はどうですか？仕事はどうですか？
I am busy every day.
毎日忙しいです。毎日忙しいです。
You can practice some similar sentences in your notebook. How to question and answer in the past tense using adjectives. Now that you know how to give your opinion in Japanese, let's learn how to question and answer in the past tense using adjectives. For example, if someone is asking, "How was your trip to Japan?" he will say,
日本の旅行はどうでしたか？日本の旅行はどうでしたか？
You can see that we have used deshita, which is a symbol of past tense as we have learned in lesson number 1. So, if you have missed watching lesson number 1, go and watch now. Now, let's see how to answer the above question. My trip to Japan was great.
日本の旅行は素晴らしかった。日本の旅行は素晴らしかった。
If someone was asking, "How was the concert?"
コンサートはどうでしたか？コンサートはどうでしたか？
you can say, "It was fun."
楽しかったです。楽しかったです。
Remember, the form of the adjective need to change to past tense. How to connect 2 or more adjectives in a single sentence. Now let's learn about how to connect 2 or more adjectives in a single sentence in Japanese. If you want to describe a noun and there are 2 or more adjectives, you can connect them by some changes in a similar sentence. For e adjective, you can change the e sound to kute. Let's have some examples. The room is new and wide.
この部屋は新しくて広いです。この部屋は新しくて広いです。
For not adjective, you can put de by the end of the first sentence and then follow by sentence number 2. I will show you now. This town is quiet and spacious.
この町は静かで広いです。この町は静かで広いです。
How to conjugate adverbs and adjectives. Now let's learn how to use adjectives to describe verbs. For e adjective, you can change the e sound to ku sound. And for na adjective, you can put particle ni. Follow the vocabulary. Let's try to create an example sentence. The train came late.
電車が遅く来ました。電車が遅く来ました。
My sister is quietly sleeping.
妹は静かに寝ています。妹は静かに寝ています。
You just need to remember the rule. In e adjective, change e sound to ku sound. In na adjective, you can put particle ni. Follow the vocabulary. How to connect 2 sentences in Japanese. In English, we use words like but, also, further, and in, etc. to connect sentences in order to give them a proper meaning. How to do that in Japanese? You can simply use particle ga to connect sentences. Let's take some examples. Learning kanji is difficult but fun.
漢字の勉強は難しいですが楽しいです。漢字の勉強は難しいですが楽しいです。
French alcohol is delicious but expensive.
フランスのお酒は美味しいですが高いです。フランスのお酒は美味しいですが高いです。
Let's take more examples. I like English, but I hate math.
英語は好きですが数学は嫌いです。英語は好きですが数学は嫌いです。
Although my mother is Japanese, I can't speak Japanese.
母は日本人ですが、私は日本語ができません。母は日本人ですが、私は日本語ができません。
How to ask about the state of something. So we are about to conquer the last topic of today's lesson. It's about how to ask about the condition of a person or a thing. What kind of N2 is N1? N1, wadonna, N2, desu ka? Let's try to create an example sentence. What kind of person is Mr. Yamada? He is an interesting person.
山田さんはどんな人ですか？面白い人です。
What kind of sports do you do? I like tennis.
どんなスポーツをしますか？テニスが好きです。
Congrats on completing your 4th lesson, and I am glad that you have come this far in learning Japanese. We will be on a more advanced ride from the 5th lesson, so you have to make sure to watch all the previous lessons before moving forward. With this, I think I should be off till the next lesson. But don't forget to subscribe to the channel and like the video. Press the bell icon so you never miss any of the latest video lectures. Share this free course with your friends and family, as it hardly takes 3 seconds. Ask your questions in the comments section, and don't forget to submit your homework timely. See you in the next lesson. Goodbye. Have you ever thought you can learn Japanese by merely watching a video? If not, then the video will prove you wrong. Hello everyone, welcome back to JLPT N5 grammar course. In previous lessons, we learned some basic Japanese grammar, like how to form sentences, how to connect words, how to invite someone, and how to ask for something. Now, as we're moving forward, things are getting a little advanced. Today, in this lesson, we will talk about how to speak sentences that are telling some kind of reasons, or how to tell someone about love and hate feelings to someone. We will learn a lot more other things, so stay tuned till the end. But before starting lesson number 5, make sure you have watched all first 4 lessons to better understand what I'm talking about. How to say because. How to say sentences that have the word because. We simply use kara, because. Because in English is equal to kara in Japanese. If you want to say that something is the reason for something, you will use kara in the sentence. These types of sentences are basically a mesh of 2 sentences. The first one illustrates what is happening, and the second one tells us the reason, and we connect both of them with kara. Let's have a look at examples to better understand. I cannot go on holiday because I don't have money.
お金がありませんから旅行に行けません。お金がありませんから旅行に行けません。
I want to play this game again because this is fun.
面白いからまたゲームをやりたいです。面白いからまたゲームをやりたいです。
Let's do more example sentences. A typhoon is coming, so please try to go home as soon as possible.
台風が来ますから できるだけ早く帰りましょう。台風が来ますから、できるだけ早く帰りましょ
Tomorrow, I have an exam. Therefore, I will study this evening.
う。明日、試験がありますから、私は今晩勉強します。明日、試験がありますから、私は今晩勉強します。
I'm studying Japanese because I'm going to Japan next month.
来月、日本に行きますから、日本語を勉強しています。来月、日本に行きますから、日本語を勉強しています。
How to express the purpose of going, coming, and returning. In this case, we are going somewhere for a specific purpose. The sentence pattern is as follows. Start with the place name, followed by the particle a, which indicates a direction, then put either a noun or the mas form of a verb, followed by the particle ni, and end with a verb. Grammar structure: P, A, V, mas form, meaning to go somewhere, to do something. Remember that you have to change the form, mas, cut off mas, and put ni. Let's look at some examples. I will go to the bookstore to buy a book.
本屋へ本を買いに行きます。本屋へ本を買いに行きます。
I'll go to the department store to eat lunch.
デパートへ昼を食べに行きます。デパートへ昼を食べに行きます。
I'll go to the cinema to watch a movie.
映画館へ映画を見に行きます。映画館へ映画を見に行きます。
Simply take off mas and put ni instead. How to express love or hate for something. Now it's time to learn how to express your love or hate towards something in Japanese. Suppose you are eating something and you don't like it. You will say, I don't like this fish. Let's learn how to say this in Japanese. Sentence structure: en plus ga suki desu, kirai desu. And with this, you have to use particle ga to indicate something you like or don't like. Let's take some examples. I don't like this fish.
私はこの魚が嫌いです。私はこの魚が嫌いです。
I like apples.
私はリンゴが好きです。私はリンゴが好きです。
In the test, if you see kirai or suki and you have to choose a particle in the test, usually the answer will be particle ga. Four, how to transfer ownership of something. Now, we'll learn how to transfer ownership of something in Japanese. Suppose in English, we say that I gave my notebook to my friend. How to say it in Japanese? Sentence structure: en, person, ni, en to, agemasu, okurimasu. It means I give n2 to n1. This is transferring ownership of something to another person. It means giving somebody something. Here, N1 is the receiver and N2 is the object. When you insert a subject, the sentence pattern would be N1 wa, N2 ni, N3 o agemasu. N1 presents N2 with N3. N1 is the presenter, N2 is the receiver, and N3 is the present. In this sentence pattern, the verb can be applied not only to ageru, but also to any verbs that represent a transfer of objects, ownership, and knowledge. For example, verbs such as kas, or to lend, or oshieru, to teach. Let's have some examples. Mr. Sato gave his wife flowers.
佐藤さんは奥さんに花をあげました。佐藤さんは奥さんに花をあげました。
I lent my sister money.
私は妹にお金を貸しました。私は妹にお金を貸しました。
We use the particle ni to indicate an person. How to receive something. Now listen carefully about how to say that someone is receiving something. N1 person, ni, N2 o moraimasu, karimasu. I get N2 from N1. Here the rule means receiving something from somebody. N1 is the presenter and N2 is the present. When you insert a subject, the sentence pattern would be N1 wa, N2 ni, N3 o moraimasu. N1 got N3 from N2. N1 is the receiver, N2 is the presenter, and N3 is the present. The sentence pattern is the same as ageru, but verbs kariru and narau can be used in addition to morau. Let's create some examples. I received a gift from my elder sister.
私は姉からプレゼントをもらいました。私は姉からプレゼントをもらいました。
I borrowed a video from him.
私は彼にビデオを借りました。私は彼にビデオを借りました。
Either particles ni and kara can be used. Kara is mostly used when the presenter is an organization or business. Examples include banks, schools, companies, etc. How to indicate time frame. How to say that I completed my homework by yesterday in Japanese. How to discuss a particular time frame in Japanese. Let's learn the basic rule for indicating the time frame. Sentence structure, n time, made ni. Do verb by n time. This indicates completing something within a set time frame. It literally means by, before the postpositional particle, made. You can put a word that indicates time and place. Remember that a noun relates to time must precede made ni. Adding a place name is not necessary. Let's have some examples. Please submit homework by Friday.
金曜日までに宿題を出してください。金曜日までに宿題を出してください。
Please answer by 9 a.m.
朝9時までに答えてください。朝9時までに答えてください。
This indicates completing something within a set time frame. It literally means by time or date. How to say that you must have to do something. People say they have to do this and that in English, but they don't know how to say it all in Japanese. Let's learn about it. We will use V, nai form, which means is, have to do, must do. It means the person must do something. Conjugation relies on the nai form of the verb. Let's go to the example. You must eat vegetables.
野菜を食べなければなりません。野菜を食べなければなりません。
You must learn English.
英語を勉強しなければなりません。英語を勉強しなければなりません。
Do something after doing the other thing. It seems a bit tricky, but it's not. Simply, we mostly say that I will eat food after washing my hands. It means that the sentence has two verbs and one will be done after the other. Now let's learn how to say such sentences in Japanese. We will use V1, te, kara, V2, which means do something, then do the other thing. This sentence pattern is used to specify the order of things. Verb 1 is the first action, verb 2 is the action that follows. The tense of verb 2 is the tense of the sentence. Let's take some examples. After eating rice, I go to school.
ご飯を食べてから学校に行きます。ご飯を食べてから学校に行きます。
After watching the movie, I will go home.
映画を見てから帰ります。映画を見てから帰ります。
Let me congratulate you on completing your 5th lesson. With this, I hope you are becoming a pro in the Japanese language day by day. But make sure you have watched all of the previous lessons so you don't miss out on any of the important topics. Do submit your homework timely and subscribe to the channel to keep learning Japanese in such an easy way. See you in the next lesson. Goodbye. Hey guys, welcome to lesson number 6. We are midway through our Japanese grammar course and have learned many exciting things in previous lessons. We have learned everything from sentence formation in the present tense to asking and replying to questions. In this lesson, we will discuss the order of actions using but and after, indicating orders of actions using before and more similar things. You will also be able to express your desires in Japanese after getting your hands on this lesson. But before that, watch all the previous lessons. I have made everything more straightforward for you. Also, subscribe to the channel and like the video to show your support. Let's get into our lesson number 6. 1. How to describe the order of the action using before. First of all, we are about to learn the order of the actions using before in the sentence. Suppose you have to say that you must do something before doing something. Formation: before. Insert the verb's dictionary form or a noun. It means before doing, do. Let's have some examples. Every morning, I go to the bathroom before I leave home.
毎朝家を出る前にトイレに行きます。毎朝家を出る前にトイレに行きます。
Check the price before buying a book.
本を買う前に値段をチェックします。本を買う前に値段をチェックします。
The sentence's tense is determined by the tense of the final verb. Let's try to create more sentences in your notebook. I will shop before the party.
パーティーの前に買い物をします。パーティーの前に買い物をします。
I drink coffee before going to work.
仕事に行く前にコーヒーを飲みます。仕事に行く前にコーヒーを飲みます。
Remember that you have to use this pattern to describe the order of action. Be careful about the form. The noun you have to use is particle no to connect. 2. Learn about an action's order using after. Now, let's learn about action order using after in the sentence. Suppose you have to say that you will read a book after taking a shower or something like that. How will you speak such sentences in Japanese? Let's learn. V, ta form, atode, verb. N, no atode, verb. Means after, doing, do. This grammar is also used when indicating an action's order. Let's try to create some example sentences. I do some cleaning after doing laundry.
洗濯した後で掃除します。洗濯した後で掃除します。
I go out after breakfast.
朝ごはんを食べた後で出かけます。朝ごはんを食べた後で出かけます。
After getting off work, she went straight home.
彼女は仕事の後でそのまま帰りました。彼女は仕事の後でそのまま帰りました。
The sentence's tenses are determined by the tense of the final verb. Always uses the ta form. Let's try to create more sentences in your notebook. I go home after buying bread.
パンを買った後で家へ帰ります。パンを買った後で家へ帰ります。
After work, we have a drinking party.
仕事の後で飲み会があります。仕事の後で飲み会があります。
3. Use of but in Japanese. As we are heading towards advanced Japanese, it's time to learn the use of but. But is precisely the same as we learned the use of particle in previous lessons to connect two sentences. For but, we use kedo. It is a conjunctive particle and represents conjunction or paradox. It can also be used as a sentence ending particle. Compared to ga, kedo is often used in casual conversation. It is mainly used with elemental forms. Let's try to create more sentences. This cake is delicious but very expensive.
このケーキは美味しいですけれど、とても高いです。このケーキは美味しいですけれど、とても高いです。
Sports are fun, but a person tires out.
スポーツは楽しいですけど、疲れます。スポーツは楽しいですけど、疲れます。
4. How to express your experiences in Japanese. Now, we are about to explore how to tell your experiences in Japanese. For instance, you have to say that you have done a master's degree recently, but you don't know how to speak that in Japanese. Pay attention to what I'm about to tell you. Formation, V, ta form, koto ga arimasu. It means that I have done. The polite form is ta form, verb plus koto ga arimasu. In English, it means have the experience of doing something. This sentence pattern is specifically used to tell about your experiences. Let's try to create sentences. I've been to Hokkaido.
北海道に行ったことがあります。北海道に行ったことがあります。
I have eaten expensive meat before.
高い肉を食べたことがあります。高い肉を食べたことがあります。
Please note that the verb in this sentence uses the ta form. If you ask a question, you'd ask ta form, verb plus koto ga arimasu ka? To respond positively, you say arimasu. Negatively, arimasen. Now try to create more sentences in your notebook. I have eaten sushi before.
寿司を食べたことがあります。寿司を食べたことがあります。
5. How to tell about your needs in Japanese. Now, we will learn how to express your desire or say a sentence to say that you want something. In short, we are going to talk about your needs. For example, I need a pen. Formation, en ga hoshii desu. It means I want en. Is an order adjective. The postpositional particle that accompanies hoshi is ga. For example, I want a car.
車が欲しいです。車が欲しいです。
I want a new hat.
私は新しい帽子が欲しいです。私は新しい帽子が欲しいです。
This usage is a direct expression of desire, so the subject is always I. In most cases, it is omitted. Since hoshi is an E adjective, the conjugation rules of E adjectives for negative past tense forms are applied. Try to make these sentences in your notebook. I don't really want money.
お金はあまり欲しくないです。お金はあまり欲しくないです。
I don't want a cat.
猫が欲しくないです。猫が欲しくないです。
6. How to express the desire. This usage expresses the speaker's desire when they do something. Formation: the polite form uses des. The simple form sentence pattern is V mas form tai. V mas form tai des. I want to do. Tai follows the same conjugation as E adjectives. The conjugation rules of verb plus tai.
行く、行きたい、飲む、飲みたい、食べる、食べたい。
When the verb's objective word is inserted, the postpositional particles are o or ga. Examples: I want to go to Hokkaido.
私は北海道へ行きたいです。私は北海道へ行きたいです。
I want to buy a car.
車を買いたいです。車を買いたいです。
How to make past tense. To make past tense,
車を買いたかったです。車を買いたかったです。
how to make negative. The present negative form is
車を買いたくないです。車を買いたくないです。
As such, the tense's conjugation rules of V plus tai are the same as E adjectives. Just like the first usage, en ga hoshi desu. This grammar is used for the first person's desire or request, while the second or third person's desire cannot be expressed. However, the speaker can use this expression to ask the second person about their desire. Likewise, when you ask someone for something. 7. How to ask about someone's choice amongst 2 or 3 options. Suppose you and your friend are standing in front of a food stall. How would you ask which one she likes the most? Sandwiches or cheese wraps in Japanese? Let's learn about this fun grammar. Formation: N1 to, N2 to dochira ga? Adjective desu ka? Which one is more adjective, N1 or N2? N1/N2 no ho ga adjective desu / dochira mo adjective desu. N1/N2 is more adjectives. Both are adjectives. This is an expression for the speaker to allow the listener to make a comparison between 2 things. Which do you like more, apples or oranges?
リンゴとみかんとどちらが好きですか？リンゴとみかんとどちらが好きですか？
I like oranges more.
みかんの方が好きです。みかんの方が好きです。
The responses are N1/N2 no ho ga adjective desu or dochira mo adjective desu. Also, when the speaker asks another person's opinion. Let's try to do more examples like, which do you like better, summer or winter?
夏と冬とどちらが好きですか？夏と冬とどちらが好きですか？
Which do you prefer, meat or fish?
肉と魚とどちらが好きですか？肉と魚とどちらが好きですか？
Which is larger, the US or Japan?
アメリカと日本と どちらが広いですか？アメリカと日本とどちらが広いですか？
8. How to declare something best among the two. To get to this point, let's first learn about what kind of sentences these are in English. Suppose there are two cars and you want to say that one is better than the other. How would you say this in Japanese? Formation, ichiban plus adjective. Is the adjective superlative? This expresses that N2 is the best among N1. When you form a question, you use interrogative words such as nani, doko, dare, itsu, and so on. N1 no naka de, N2 ga ichiban, adjective des. N2 is the most adjective in N1. Let's have a look at examples. Which foreign foods do you like the best?
外国の料理で何が一番好きですか？外国の料理で何が一番好きですか？
I like Thai food the most.
タイ料理が一番好きです。タイ料理が一番好きです。
So, that's all for today's lesson. I hope you have it all clear in your mind. Still, if you have confusion or queries, just write them down in the comment section. With this, I must say that don't forget to watch previous lessons if you haven't watched them yet and submit your homework timely. See you in the next lesson. Do you feel embarrassed when you don't know how to request your friends in Japanese? This video has a solution for you. Hey guys, welcome to lesson number 7 of Japanese grammar. We are moving from basics to advanced Japanese, and I am sure you will absorb all the concepts with me like a pro. In today's lecture, we will learn about making requests to do something or not. With this, there are many other essential yet fun things to learn. Just watch the video till the end to not miss any of it. Now, let's get started with lesson number 7. 1. How to request someone to do something. Making requests in any language requires you to be formal and respectful towards others. We use the words please in English to signify a request, but how do we do it in Japanese? Let's learn about it. Formation. V, te form, kudasai, meaning please do. Use this form to request someone to do something. Remember that this form is only used when the sentence is positive. We will use a different form when speaking a negative sentence. Let's have a look at some examples. This room is very dark. Please turn on the light.
この部屋はとても暗いです。電気をつけてください。この部屋はとても暗いです。電気をつけてください。
Please come by train.
電車で来てください。電車で来てください。あの山を見てください。あの山を見てください。お金を貸してください。お金を貸してください。いつでもうちに来てください。いつでもうちに来てください。
Another thing I must say here is that never use such sentences in front of your bosses or owners of your companies, as it may sound like an order to them, or they may not find it pleasant. And don't forget to check out how to change verb to te form. 2. How to request someone not to do something. Negative form of a request. What we just learned in the first lesson is precisely the opposite. When you request somebody not to do something, it falls into a negative request category. Let's learn how to do it in Japanese. Formation. V, nai form, dekudasai, meaning please don't do. This pattern is used to ask people not to do something. Let's have a look at examples. Please don't use your cell phone inside the hospital.
病院で携帯電話を使わないでください。病院で携帯電話を使わないでください。
Please don't close the window.
窓を閉めないでください。窓を閉めないでください。
Also, there are many cases in V, nai form, dekudasai in which the particle wa is used. 3. How to order someone not to do something politely. It is basically the type of grammar in which we have to forbid someone from doing something that they are not supposed to do in the first place. Look at the formation. Formation, V, nai form, kutemoi desu, meaning one does not have to. This represents an action that does not have to be done. In English, it means one does not have to. For example,
窓を閉めなくてもいいです。窓を閉めなくてもいいです。部屋を掃除しなくてもいいです。部屋を掃除しなくてもいいです。私は来週仕事をしなくてもいいです。私は来週仕事をしなくてもいいです。明日学校へ行かなくてもいいです。明日学校へ行かなくてもいいです。
4. Doing something without doing the other thing. We often speak sentences like I eat fruit salad without pineapple, or cuddle with my pets without hurting them. Did you notice what's expected in such sentences? I am doing something without doing the other things. Now, do you know how to speak such sentences in Japanese? Let's learn about the formation. Formation, to do, be without doing A. V, nai form, de, V. Let's take an example. I always drink coffee without putting any sugar in it.
コーヒーにはいつも砂糖を入れないで飲みます。コーヒーにはいつも砂糖を入れないで飲みます。
Let's have a look at one more example. Mr. Sato didn't eat dinner and slept.
佐藤さんは晩ご飯を食べないで寝ました。佐藤さんは晩ご飯を食べないで寝ました。何も言わないで出て行きました。何も言わないで出て行きました。昨日はお風呂に入らないで寝ました。昨日はお風呂に入らないで寝ました。子供は何も食べないで家を出ました。子供は何も食べないで家を出ました。
Be careful about nai form and don't forget to check out how to create the nai form in the download section. Particle, de. This particle is used to express an individual or a group of people in a particular action. Formation, it is another usage of the particle de. Subject plus de plus verb. A subject is a person who performs an action. V is the action, and the particle de is to signify individuality or group in the sentence. Let's understand this by examples. I will go to the hospital alone.
一人で病院へ行きます。一人で病院へ行きます。
Let's go eat lunch together.
二人で昼ご飯を一緒に食べに行きましょう。二人で昼ご飯を一緒に食べに行きましょう。
Before the particle de, a counter suffix that expresses the one who performs the action is sometimes included. How to speak only in Japanese. I guess the word only is one of the most used in English. Our sentences look incomplete without only sometimes. Now let's talk about how to speak it in Japanese. Formation, en, dake, only. Dake is put after the noun. It represents a meaning of limitation. In English, it means only. Let's take some examples. My little sister eats only bread.
妹はパンだけ食べます。妹はパンだけ食べます。
I study Japanese only on Mondays.
日本語を勉強するのは月曜日だけです。日本語を勉強するのは月曜日だけです。日本語だけで会話しましょう。日本語だけで会話しましょう。私だけ本を読むのが好きです。私だけ本を読むのが好きです。
Just remember that the particle dake is put after the noun. So guys, that's it for today's lecture. Let me congratulate you on your most significant success. You have learned half of the Japanese grammar, and I am literally happy for you. Make sure to revise previous lessons from time to time, so you never forget what you learned. Or in case you are new to the channel, please go and check out previous lessons to master the Japanese language. Subscribe to the channel and like the video. Hit the bell icon to never miss any update. Please do your homework and submit it timely. Ask your queries in the comments section below. See you in the next lesson. Goodbye. Hello and welcome to lesson number 8 of Japanese grammar. In this lesson, we will cover quite a few different yet unique things. And I hope you will find today's lesson a bit more exciting and fun to learn. We will study how to express the degree of something, how to make comparisons in Japanese, and much more you should learn. So before heading ahead, watch all the previous lessons to understand better what we are talking about in lesson 8. Let's get started with lesson number 8. But before that, subscribe to the channel and like the video to learn Japanese more easily and excellently. 1. How to express the degree of something. To describe the degree of anything or action, we use amari. It means we use it to determine how good or bad a degree is. For example, I don't eat much. In this sentence, much shows the degree of my eating habit. Let's have some examples. They don't have much money.
彼らにはあまりお金がありません。彼らにはあまりお金がありません。
I rarely read newspapers.
私はあまり新聞を読みません。私はあまり新聞を読みません。
Try to make these sentences in your notebook. I don't watch TV very often.
私はあまりテレビを見ません。私はあまりテレビを見ません。
I don't do it very often.
私はあまりそうしません。私はあまりそうしません。
I don't eat very much meat.
あまり肉を食べません。あまり肉を食べません。
Be careful about verb form must be in a negative form. 2. How to compare two or multiple things in Japanese. Let's learn a sentence pattern that compares an object's quality or status. What's the formation? Yori is the particle to clarify the standard of comparison. N1 is the subject and N2 is the standard of comparison. N1, wa, N2, yori, adjective, des. N1 is more or less than N2. Now look at the examples. My elder brother is taller than me.
兄は私より背が高いです。兄は私より背が高いです。
The subway is faster than a taxi.
タクシーより地下鉄が速いです。タクシーより地下鉄が速いです。
I like bananas better than apples. Let's try to do more examples in your notebook.
私はリンゴよりバナナが好きです。私はリンゴよりバナナが好きです。
It takes longer by train than car.
電車は車より長く時間がかかります。電車は車より長く時間がかかります。
The buses run more often than the trains.
バスは電車より多いです。バスは電車より多いです。
Chinese is more difficult than Japanese.
中国語は日本語より難しいです。中国語は日本語より難しいです。
Yori is a particle to clarify the standard of comparison. 3. How to allow the listener to compare two things. How do you give your opinion when somebody compares two things in front of you? Suppose your friend says, I have two bags. Which one is more suitable for the trip? How will you answer that? Let's learn about it. Formation. N1, to. N2, todochira ga, adjective, desu ka? It means that which one is more adjective. N1 or N2. N1/N2 no ho ga, adjective des/dochira mo, adjective des. N1/N2 is more, adjective, both are adjective. This is an expression for the speaker to allow the listener to make a comparison between two things. The responses are N1/N2 no ho ga, adjective des, or dochira mo, adjective des. Have a look at an example. You are smarter than me.
私よりあなたの方が頭がいいです。私よりあなたの方が頭がいいです。私は猫より犬の方が欲しいです。私は猫より犬の方が欲しいです。テニスよりサッカーの方が好きです。テニスよりサッカーの方が好きです。
4. How to use it all in Japanese. In English, we often use the word at all in many sentences, such as I don't have any issue at all, and many such sentences. Now let's learn how to use it in Japanese. Formation, zenzen, means at all. Normally, we use it with verb negative form. Now let's use it in sentences. I don't want to go at all.
全然行きたくないです。全然行きたくないです。
I don't have any money at all.
お金が全然ありません。お金が全然ありません。
Zenzen is an adverb. It means not at all. You can also use it in negative form. That's all for today's lecture. Congrats on completing your 8th lesson, and I am glad you have come this far in learning Japanese. We will be on our final journey from the 9th lesson, so you must watch all previous lessons before moving forward. With this, I think I should be off till the next lesson. Ask your questions in the comment section, and don't forget to submit your homework timely. See you in the next lesson. Goodbye. In this video, we're going to continue learning about some basic Japanese grammar. This lesson is undoubtedly more advanced than all the previous lessons, but exciting and enjoyable. I am sure you'll be able to understand and use these concepts like a pro at the end. Let's get started with lesson number 9. Before that, download the PDF file in the download section. 1. How to share a daily routine. Suppose someone asks you, when do you eat lunch every day? Or what's your breakfast time? How would you answer that in Japanese? What's the perfect grammar to show a daily routine fixed at a specific time? Let's learn. Formation, we use itsumo. It means always or usually. Have a look at examples to see the perfect usage of it. I always get up at 7 o'clock.
私はいつも7時に起きます。私はいつも7時に起きます。
I always go home at 8 o'clock.
私はいつも夜8時に家に帰ります。私はいつも夜8時に家に帰ります。
You're expressing something that always or usually happens. Let's try to create more sentences in your homework notebook.
母はいつもその歌を歌います。母はいつもその歌を歌います。天気はいつもいいです。天気はいつもいいです。あなたはいつも何時に寝ますか？あなたはいつも何時に寝ますか？
2. Usage of someday or sometimes in Japanese. How to use words like someday or sometime in your Japanese sentences. It means that you don't perform the task regularly, or you do not intend to do it every day, but someday or sometime. Let's learn the perfect word. Itsuka means someday or sometime. Have a look at examples. Someday, I want to go to China.
いつか中国に行きたいです。いつか中国に行きたいです。
In short, we use this in the sentence when the speaker wants to do something someday in the future. Look at another example. I want to become a company president someday.
いつか社長になりたいです。いつか社長になりたいです。私はいつか日本語の先生になりたいです。私はいつか日本語の先生になりたいです。私はいつかアフリカに行きたい。私はいつかアフリカに行きたい。
3. The interrogation used who in Japanese. In English, we use the interrogatory word who, but what to use in Japanese? How to use who in Japanese while asking a question. Formation. Dare, which means who. We never use this word every time at the beginning of sentences. Just like in English, it can be in the middle or end too. Understand it with the help of examples. Who's that man?
あの男の人は誰ですか？あの男の人は誰ですか？
Who did you come with to Japan?
誰と日本へ来ましたか？誰と日本へ来ましたか？教室に誰がいますか？教室に誰がいますか？あの人は誰ですか？あの人は誰ですか？
4. How to ask questions about random people. To ask questions about random people, we use dareka, which means someone or somebody. Let's see how to use it in Japanese. Did you meet someone?
誰かに会いましたか？誰かに会いましたか？
Using this, you can ask questions about people, but about those who are unspecified or unknown. Try to create more sentences in your notebook.
トイレの中に誰かがいます。トイレの中に誰かがいます。誰かこのドアを開けてください。誰かこのドアを開けてください。
5. Usage of anybody and everyone in Japanese. What do we use for words like everyone, everybody, or anybody in Japanese? Let's explore. Formation. 誰でも in Japanese to show that everyone is doing an act. See some examples and try to create your own sentences. Everyone likes Mr. Sato.
誰でも佐藤さんのことが好きです。誰でも佐藤さんのことが好きです。
Where 誰でも in this sentence means anyone, anybody, everyone. Some examples are here. Everyone is fine.
誰でもいいです。誰でもいいです。
How to use around with a specific time. To use around with time, you should simply use goro with time in the sentence. Ni is used similarly to the English prepositions around or about to indicate an approximate time. End time, goro. It means around this time. Let's have a look at an example. I went home around 8 o'clock.
8時頃に帰りました。8時頃に帰りました。
I go to school around 8:40 a.m.
8時40分頃学校へ行きます。8時40分頃学校へ行きます。あなたは2時頃何をしていましたか？あなたは2時頃何をしていましたか？
You have just completed lesson 9, and I am happy you did it. That's the spirit. Give yourself a pat on the back as you have understood more of Japanese now. With this, we must wrap up our video. I hope I made it really simple for you to understand these basic concepts. Still, if you have any doubts or queries, please write them down in the comment section. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and like the video, share it in your circle, and watch lessons number 1 to 8 in case you haven't done this yet. Do your homework and share it with me. See you in the next lesson. You can call yourself a Japanese pro if you watch this video and understand what I am saying. Hey guys, welcome to lesson number 10. By far, we have covered almost all the basic concepts of Japanese grammar, including conjunctions, interjections, and interrogative words. We are heading towards the end of our course with some more advanced grammar rules. Today, we will learn about nouns with unique abilities, hobbies, and questions about some uncertain places. I have made everything more straightforward for you. Let's get into lesson number 10. 1. How to express something you think you can do. Let's learn about the formation. N1 wa, N2 ga dekimasu. It means N1 can do N2. N1 wa V koto ga dekimasu. N can do that. Let's look at the first rule. N1 wa, N2 ga dekimasu. N1 can do N2. N1 represents the subject, N2 represents the noun that expresses ability, such as driving, skiing, baseball, foreign language, and piano. Here are some examples. She can speak Italian.
彼女はイタリア語ができます。彼女はイタリア語ができます。
I cannot drive.
私は運転ができません。私は運転ができません。
The particle ga connects the noun with the verb. For example, my elder brother can play soccer.
兄はサッカーができます。兄はサッカーができます。ロバートさんは上手に料理ができます。ロバートさんは上手に料理ができます。
En wa dictionary form koto ga dekimasu. En can do. In this pattern, V dictionary form plus koto is used. Koto means thing and matter. V dictionary form plus koto is to make the verb a noun. For example, to swim, swimming.
泳ぐ、泳ぐこと。泳ぐ、泳ぐこと。
To write a diary, writing a diary.
日記を書く、日記を書くこと。日記を書く、日記を書くこと。
I can speak English.
私は英語を話すことができます。私は英語を話すことができます。
You can study Japanese with this software.
このソフトで日本語を勉強することができます。このソフトで日本語を勉強することができます。
In this sentence pattern, the dictionary form plus koto is used. The particle ga is used in the same manner as the earlier sample.
日本語で手紙を書くことができます。日本語で手紙を書くことができます。
2. How do you talk about hobbies in Japanese? 趣味はen desu? This is a sentence pattern used to talk about hobbies, and you would use it when asking people about their hobbies in Japanese. See some examples. What are your interests?
趣味は何ですか？趣味は何ですか？
I am interested in sports.
私の趣味はスポーツです。私の趣味はスポーツです。
My hobby is playing tennis.
私の趣味はテニスをすることです。私の趣味はテニスをすることです。私の趣味はサッカーを見ることです。私の趣味はサッカーを見ることです。
3. Usage of the word where in Japanese. In the previous lesson, we learned how to use when in sentences. Today, we are about to learn the usage of where. Where are you going? Where is the train station? Where can I find the best tacos in town? These are all essential questions you could be asked by the end of this lesson. In Japanese, we say doko to indicate where. Let's try to learn through examples. Where is the entrance?
入り口はどこですか？入り口はどこですか？
Where is Japan?
日本はどこですか？日本はどこですか？
Where are you going?
どこへ行きますか？どこへ行きますか？
4. Usage of somewhere and anywhere. How to ask questions about any uncertain place or location in Japanese. How to use somewhere in the sentence. Let's learn about it. Dokoka means somewhere. Did you go somewhere/anywhere?
どこかへ行きましたかどこかへ行きましたか
Let's try to do more sentences. Do you know where the post office is?
郵便局はどこか知っていますか郵便局はどこか知っていますか
Why don't we go somewhere?
どこかへ行きませんかどこかへ行きませんか
5. How to connect two nouns in a sentence. To connect two nouns in Japanese, we use to between two nouns. You and I. N1, to, N2. See examples.
母と娘、
Mother and daughter.
犬と猫、
Dog and cat. The particle to cannot be used to connect phrases or clauses in the sentence.
友達と映画を見ました。友達と映画を見ました。私と友達がいます。私と友達がいます。先生と日本語で話します。先生と日本語で話します。
6. Usage of something like to illustrate two similar things. You will follow this rule if you are saying a sentence and have to express two similar things in it. Suppose you have to say that I would like to have fries and pizza. How would you say such sentences in Japanese? Let's learn the rules. We will use N1 ya, N2 nado. It means something like N1 or N2, etc. For example, I eat something like bread and fish, etc. for breakfast. We are using this rule to list objects. This structure also contains the meaning that there are other similar things, etc. Ya is used to separate similar nouns. Nado in Japanese means and so on, etc. Make these sentences in your notebook. I shop at department stores or supermarkets.
デパートやスーパーで買い物をします。デパートやスーパーで買い物をします。
7. Usage of either or in Japanese. How to use either and or in Japanese, which means either this or that. It simply illustrates that we have two choices in the sentence. For example, I eat bread or eggs every morning. N1 ka, N2. N1 or N2. Meaning, the particle ka is used to say or. Make these sentences in your notebook. I will go to Tokyo next Thursday or Friday.
来週の木曜日か金曜日に東京に行きます。来週の木曜日か金曜日に東京に行きます。
I would like to drink tea or coffee.
お茶かコーヒーが飲みたいです。お茶かコーヒーが飲みたいです。
8. Express the direct subject of a sentence. So, it is the last grammar rule for today's lecture. O tells us what the direct object of a sentence is. In other words, it marks the thing affected by the verb. N1, O, verb. O is used to indicate object, noun. Have a look at examples. I read a newspaper.
新聞を読みます。新聞を読みます。
I watch TV.
テレビを見ます。 テレビを見ます。寿司を食べました。寿司を食べました。
Particle O marks the grammatical object of a sentence, which is the thing that is acted upon or affected by the verb. In other words, it's what gets verbed in a sentence. Particle O has a lot of similarities with objects in English, but it also has some unique characteristics that make it a little different and challenging for learners. So that's all for today's lesson. I hope you have it all clear in your mind. Still, if you have confusion or queries, just write them down in the comment section. With this, I must say that don't forget to watch previous lessons, submit your homework promptly. See you in the next lesson. Hey guys, welcome back. This is the last lesson of our Japanese language course. We have covered almost all the basic concepts of Japanese grammar so far, which are enough for you to start talking in Japanese. In this last lesson, we will cover a few important things like connecting two sentences and more. I have made everything more straightforward and easy for you. Let's get into lesson number 11. 1. Usage of when in Japanese. For when, we use toki. You can use it in between or at the beginning of the sentence. For example, I will go to the bank when I have time. Toki connects two sentences. For example, A, toki, B. It means while doing A, do B. In English, it means when. B represents the tense of the entire sentence. Here is how to use toki. Be careful about the form. When I leave the classroom, I turn off the light.
教室を出るとき、電気を消します。教室を出るとき、電気を消します。
When I enter the classroom, I turn on the light.
教室に入ったとき、電気をつけます。教室に入ったとき、電気をつけます。
When we eat, we say, いただきます。
ご飯を食べるとき、いただきますと言います。ご飯を食べるとき、いただきますと言います。
2. Taritari in Japanese. You hear taritari a lot of the time. Let's learn about it. V1, ta form, ri. V2, ta form, rishimasu. It gives two and two more examples of many actions. In this pattern, the verb's ta form is used. This sentence pattern is used when you give two or more examples of various actions. The tense of the sentence is expressed at the end. I watch TV and read comic books and so on. V1, ta form, ri. V2, ta form, ri shimasu, can't be used when actions are happening, when there is an order of specific actions. For example, in Osaka, I will do things like shopping and eating dinner.
大阪で買い物をしたり、晩ご飯を食べたりします。大阪で買い物をしたり、晩ご飯を食べたりします。
Every day, I do things like write kanji and study grammar.
毎日漢字を書いたり、文法を勉強したりします。毎日漢字を書いたり、文法を勉強したりします。
I read books and watch TV at home on weekends.
週末は家で本を読んだり、テレビを見たりします。週末は家で本を読んだり、テレビを見たりします。
3. Explaining nouns, verbs, and their connections. So guys, this is the last lesson from this Japanese course. So make sure you practice it daily by yourself. This is the cake my mom made. Verb, plain form, plus noun. You can provide a detailed explanation of a noun by adding a verb. Put the plain form of the verb before the noun. Example,
寿司を食べる人、
a person who eats sushi.
寿司を食べない人、
A person who does not eat sushi.
寿司を食べた人、
A person who ate sushi.
寿司を食べなかった人、
A person who didn't eat sushi. No matter the kind of thing or kind of person, the verb explains the noun. Don't eat the cake in the refrigerator.
冷蔵庫にあるケーキはまだ食べないでください。冷蔵庫にあるケーキはまだ食べないでください。
There is a place to park your bicycle near the station.
駅の近くに自転車を置くところがあります。駅の近くに自転車を置くところがあります。
So that's all for today's lesson and our Japanese course. I hope you have it all clear in your mind. I have tried to teach you Japanese grammar in the easiest way. Still, if you have confusion or queries, just write them down in the comments section. With this, I must say that don't forget to watch previous lessons. Also, share this course with your friends and family who are eager to learn Japanese quickly. I have created a playlist of all the lectures, so you must watch out or download it for convenience. Moreover, submit your homework for every lesson to get it marked by me. Till next time, take good care of yourself. Goodbye, and see ya.